In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to add a table in Coda so you can start organizing your projects, tracking your tasks, and collaborating with your team using one of the most powerful features this tool has to offer. Coda brings the best of documents and spreadsheets together, and tables are the backbone of that flexibility, allowing you to store structured data just like you would in Excel or Google Sheets, but with far more interactive possibilities. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started right now. To begin, open your preferred web browser and navigate to coda.io. You'll be greeted by the Coda landing page, and from here you'll need to sign into your account. Coda offers several ways to sign in, whether that's through Google, Microsoft, Apple, or an email address. Just choose the method that you use most frequently. Once you're signed in, you'll land on your Coda home screen, which shows you all of your recent documents and any shared workspaces you're part of. Take a moment to locate the document where you want to add a table. If you need to create a new document, you can simply click the plus icon to start fresh. But for this tutorial, I'm assuming you have an existing doc ready to go. Open that document now by clicking on its name, and you'll be taken inside where all your pages and content live. Once you're inside your document, you need to navigate to the specific page where you want the table to appear. Think of pages like individual tabs or sections within your document, and you can have as many as you need. Click on the page name in the left-hand sidebar to open it up. If you don't have a page yet, you can create one by clicking the plus icon next to the page list. But again, for this walkthrough, choose the page where you want your new table. Now here's a key maneuver that might be new to you if you're just getting started. Hover your cursor over the page area just below your existing content until you see a small grey plus button appear. This is often called the Add Block button, and it's your gateway to adding any type of content in Coda, including text, images, embeds, and of course, tables. Click that Add button and a drop-down menu will open up, giving you a list of content types you can insert. From that drop-down menu, look for the option labeled Table and click on it. As soon as you do, Coda will insert a brand new table directly into your page. Depending on your settings, you might immediately be prompted to give your table a name. This is a small but incredibly important step. Naming your table right away helps you and your collaborators identify it later, especially if you end up with multiple tables in the same document. Go ahead and type in a descriptive name that clearly reflects what this table will hold, like project task list or weekly expenses. Once you've named it, you'll see a basic grid appear with a few default columns and rows. At this point, you can begin adding your data by clicking into any cell and typing. Start in the first row, which is typically used for column headers, and enter the labels that make sense for your data, such as task name, due date, status, or assigned to. Now, as you add your data, you'll want to think about the structure of your table. Coda makes it very easy to customize columns after they've been created. To rename a column, simply double-click on its header and type in a new name. To add a new column, click the plus icon that appears to the right of your last column. To add a new row, click the plus icon at the bottom of your table. But here's where things get really powerful and a bit different from a standard spreadsheet. You can change the column type for any column by clicking on the column header and selecting a different type from the menu that appears. For example, if you have a column for dates, change it to a date type, and Coda will let you pick from a calendar, format it nicely, and even use it in time-based calculations. If you need a checkbox for completed tasks, change the column type to checkbox. For drop-down menus or select lists, choose select or multi-select. This not only makes your data cleaner and easier to enter, but it also unlocks automatic sorting, filtering, and formula capabilities down the line. As you continue customizing, take a moment to step back and review your table. Make sure the structure fits the information you actually want to manage. It's much easier to adjust your column names and types now than after you've entered 100 rows. A best practice here is to keep related information together. For instance, if you're tracking a project, group columns like start date and end date next to each other and keep Asani close to task name. This makes reading and managing the table far more intuitive for you and anyone you share it with. Also, pay attention to your column types. Avoid leaving everything as plain text if you have dates or numbers, because Coda can do so much more for you when you use the correct types. A common pitfall beginners run into is typing dates as text, which then makes sorting and formulas tricky. By setting the column to date type from the start, you avoid that headache entirely. Finally, remember that your table doesn't have to stay static. As you continue using Coda, you can expand your table with additional columns, apply formulas to calculate totals or statuses, create different views like a calendar or a board view, and even set up automations that send notifications or update tasks based on changes. But for now, you have successfully added a table, named it, populated it with data, and adjusted its structure to suit your workflow. You've just taken one of the most important steps in mastering Coda. Because once you're comfortable with tables, you can build anything from simple checklists to full project management dashboards. If you ever need to revisit this process, feel free to save this video or come back to it anytime. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.